Wow, season 4. I think season 4 is a little more a return to maybe season 1 and 2 in terms of the characters. It's definitely a season so far that I feel is much more character driven, a lot more about what's happening between the people. There's still a lot of fun missions and a lot of ass kicking and a lot of sexy dresses and crazy outfits, but I think there's definitely a return to more of the relationships between all the characters. It is a balance. There are episodes where the scenes between the characters are so well written that it's just so much fun to play them, and we have so many amazing guest stars we're lucky enough to get on the show, so that's fun. And then, there are times where the missions are so ridiculous and there's so much fighting and shooting and guns, and ultimately, when you're a kid, you want to be the spy and the James Bond kind of thing. So, every episode has its own share of mission and scene stuff, but yeah, I haven't answered your question at all, but there is a balance. I think he's a lot more sort of conservative than I am. He's definitely a company guy, CIA, rah, 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 and does right by the company and wants to do his job to the best of his ability, and he's a very sort of, serious, takes his job very seriously, but he's a good guy. He has a few skeletons in his closet, but nothing too bizarre. And whereas I am a complete nut job, so it's definitely been a stretch for me. Playing the character, well, I obviously feel more comfortable after 4 years of playing the same character. You sort of hopefully tend to get used to it. But I think the fun thing about TV and being lucky enough to be on a show that lasts for at least 4 years is that, in the first year, I didn't know what was going to happen, especially in the pilot. I was in the very last scene, and I had no idea if I was going to be recurring, if I was going to be a regular. It was just a very sort of, what are they going to do with this character? And as the years have gone, he's gone through his ups and downs, and now his father. And so there are a lot of things about the character that, that change. And again, it all comes down to the writers. Whatever J.J. Has in mind for the character is usually something interesting and fun to play, so. It's probably the standard answer that every actor in the business gives, but this has honestly been, forget work experience, this has been a lifetime experience for me. I've met some of the greatest people I've ever known. I've been lucky enough to work with some of the most talented people, and the atmosphere on this set, I really wish people could see it because it truly is a family. Crew members, actors, there's no separation whatsoever. We love each other. It's sometimes sickening that we get paid to do this, but after a 16-hour day, for everyone to still be in a good mood and still joke around, and we just support each other, and we hang out offset all the time. It's truly a labor of love. I know it sounds a little cliche and everyone says it, but when this show is over, I'm going to be I might never work again because no experience will ever compare to this, and maybe I want to keep that as my memory of being an actor. Season 4, I think, from what I've been told, is, strangely enough, going to be a roller coaster for Sydney and Vaughn. They're definitely trying to take it slow and to not jump into anything too quickly because their high-profile jobs demand a little bit of restraint. But I think knowing JJ, there are going to be many peaks and valleys. I'm sure they'll be throw in a couple of cute female spies, maybe a hunk or two to sort of spice up the. Please don't. I'm walking away. I just said that. It's so ridiculous.